They can be in this at any moment. They just gotta up their mental game, let their talent speak.
Amazing placement. What a shot.
That was a Yahtzee overhead.
Aspect of mental toughness here that's just so different.
I like the body language of all four players.
Oh, look at that shot! Great hands from Kiro. Hello and welcome to the 2023-24 APTA Tour presented by Volley. We are live from the Country Club in Brookline, Massachusetts, bringing you the 2024 APTA Boston Nationals presented by Aon. Boston Nationals is the 16th and last stop on the 2023-24 APTA Tour with live streaming brought to you by the APTA membership. The APTA National sponsors Volley and Fusion, and the local sponsors, the local presenting sponsor Aon, the secondary court sponsors Santo Tequila, and local sponsors Bully Boy Distillers, Columbus Over Group, Viega and Kilgore team from Compass, the Hillary Maddox team from Compass, Crestwood Advisors, DraftKings, FBE Insurance Services Inc., Harpoon, Needham Bank, Norfolk and Dedham Insurance, Pure Insurance, UBS, WAC, Win Stanley Enterprises. And that's all our sponsors, and I'm Brad Easterbrook alongside Lauren Mendel, bringing you women's round of 16 action between our number one seeds of Burus and Elliott on the bottom of your screen, and our upstarts, which are not upstarts, they're all three-time actual national champions together, Lauren Zink and Cindy Prendergast. And Lauren, welcome to the booth. Look forward to a great day here.
Yeah, thanks, Brad. This is a fun matchup, as you said. Lauren Zink, who's in the on the far side of the court, in the ad court, and her partner Cindy Prendergast, who's actually they've won nationals 3 times together, and Cindy won it once before that with Patty Hogan, and they've been a team forever. The last time they won nationals was in 2012. And they are playing the current dominating team on the tour and current national champions, who in the ad court on this side is Lynn Burus and her partner Macy Elliott.
Yeah, it's actually a fun matchup. There have been some fun matchups, and in the first round, Prendergast and Zink played against Robin Fulton, another Hall of Famer, and her sister Sue Rich. So it's been a lot of who's who out here. And there was a great Hall of Fame dinner inducting Johan Durant last night. So the atmosphere right now at the Country Club, and this place is just a beautiful spot to have nationals. We're in a beautiful yellow colonial building. It's like a little village in here. And you can see it's a perfectly sunny day out there. Looking forward to some great weather today and tomorrow. It might be a little dicey on Sunday, so we might have some tournament changes, trying to get some matches in, playing a little more tomorrow before the rains come on Sunday.
I mean, it's going to be I mean, all 4 of these are obviously tremendous players. It's going to be, we'll have to see that if Prendergast and Zink can do what nobody has been able to do lately, which is be able to turn back the juggernaut of Lynn Burus and Macy Elliott, who have been just about unstoppable the second half of the season. Yeah,
I remember Prendergast and Zink. When they won 2 of their national titles in 2011 and 2012, which you brought up earlier, Lauren. They were even playing the seasons. They came out of the woodwork, entered the draw after not playing the season as unseeded teams, and would just mow through the draw and beat everyone along the way. For 2 years straight, it was actually a phenomenal thing to see both players, Prendergast and Zink, in the Hall of Fame. Zink has a huge forehand. Prendergast does as well. She's about as good a technical volley as there is. When it comes to athletics and movement, Kiro and Elliott are going to be quicker than they are at this point in time with weapons on all sides. But the other guys, they're just a great team, and they know how to play. It's just a question of whether they can actually slow down and find some spots to keep the ball in play where these guys aren't going to hurt them. There's a ton of offense from Kiro and Elliott, and probably what they do better than anything else is they volley just unbelievable.
That's tremendous.
And the one thing,
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
Brad. No, I don't know where that spot is, where they're going to find that that Kiro and Elliott can't hurt them. They're so good from everywhere. But we'll see. I mean, as you said, that they're good problem solvers. Prendergast and Zink, they're smart players. They certainly have tons of experience, and we'll see what they can figure out.
And, you know, the other thing that I find interesting, so a year ago, Elliott was hitting just like that slow push serve and getting in quickly behind it and making the volley. She's gone to a hard overhand serve with some spin. And Carroll and Elliott take away drives from their opponents, meaning, you know, if you have a weak serve, both Zink and Prendergast have huge drives, and they're going to punish you from the outset. But they actually sort of blunt that. From a lot of players end up blocking it back, so they end up getting to the net, and then they just put a ton of pressure on you. And the challenging serve is a part of it, even when they're playing teams like, you know, and they've beaten Zaboria and Hanish, you know, two times in a row now. And it sort of blunts the returns. We know Zaboria and Hanish have incredible returns, but they're still not able to get as many looks as other players. They're hitting challenging serves. They're up at the net. And, you know, quite frankly, they're the favorites for national. They're winning nationals and following it up. So it'd be a fun matchup.
I've been amazed all season by Macy Elliott's serve. Like, who knew she could serve like that? You know, because as you said, she always hit that push serve, which I thought she was just comfortable doing that. But I guess, you know, it was a strategic choice, and then she realized that the serve maybe was, you know, would be better, and it's worlds better to me.
It is worlds better. I'm surprised that some players don't let it go to the screen some of the time and take it off the back, but she's gotten good enough with it to the ad court where she can actually hit it into the side screen first. But if you do let it go, it is hard enough where it'll come off the screen and you can move with it and maybe hold your drive a little. But a lot of players are just comfortable blocking it back. All right, so here we go. Dave Nijedlik is in the chair for us today, and that is Lynn Burus getting ready to serve. On the other side, that's Cindy Prendergast returning serve. Lauren Zink pressing herself forward, looking for a blitz on this first ball. Screen and lob. All right, Lauren Zink returning serve now.
There's a big return, Brad. She can do that on both sides.
Yeah, she has tremendous offense. And that was what was interesting when they came out of the woodwork kind of with nationals for 2 years in a row, which is really unheard of in the game. Yeah, she would just, that firepower off both wings combined with Prendergast's incredible volleying ability and great lobbing ability just to set her up was perfect. Right now, you know, there's a couple of tough, heavy overheads they'll hit at Prendergast. At this point, if they make her run, that's going to be something that Zink and Prendergast are going to have to account for. The heavy ball, like the hard rollers into the over that are going to make Prendergast chase up the wire, that might be something that team has to start to account for. Or the hard serves into the body. And there you go. She's going the hard overhead, trying to start to force it. Prendergast will block a lot. And so far just a few lob errors, and they're going hard at the body there, Prendergast. 40-30 now for Burus. Now you see how Burus and Elliott are using signs. She's telling her where to serve, and that allows Elliott to sort of take a jump on where the return is. Huge backhand again from Zink, and the volleying ability though of Elliott and Burus is really exceptional. They cover the net, and they're, I don't know, Lauren, would you call them the most athletic team? I mean, in the game?
I think so. I really do. They move so well. They volley so well. Yes, I would.
I mean, that's high praise. You have teams like Hanish, Zaboria, Morgan Skor out there, and Nicolescu and Halbauer, but you know, those are our top 4 seeded teams. But these guys, it's like kind of a little bit more level. They close the net a little quicker. You know, they're a little longer actually. They have reach. They have a bit of all of it.
But to your
You
point,
can-
those teams are very athletic, but the way the game is today, you have to be athletic to win at the top.
Oh, that was great playing there from Zink. That's in.
Oh, it's good.
This is a great transition point. And Zink showing us that they had a little miscommunication there in the switch because this is where it's going to be. Prendergast is going to play positions. That was a little long. And then they're just asking the umpire if it was out, and I believe he confirmed. So 1-love for Burus and Elliott.
And you saw on that point, Lauren Zink just wailing a roller backhand into the crease. And when they were winning nationals, she was doing that, constantly, and it was just a barrage. And since then, a lot of other players have added that to their games, but she was really at the time.
Yeah, she was doing it to a couple of friends of yours, Liz Jaffe and Lisa
Yes.
Rudloff, and
Yes,
they were
she
struggling
was.
to catch up to it. And in
Yep.
both years, they went to the finals 2 years in a row, and these guys it's the power overheads. And you saw in that point, she used it 3 times, but Burus and Elliott were able to track them down and even get offensive drives on it. In the end, she ended up missing one. Oh, that was unique. Oh, wow. Surprised to see Zink not bail there. But she made the option of standing in. Yeah, that's 2 great returns right at the service line. And those balls pinpoint, picture perfect, right on that line. You make that ball and that player volley up that first ball. Even if they make it, they're going to get a hit on the next ball. So big serve there from Zink.
15-30.
Just long.
We're close, though. Just missed
Yeah.
the volley.
Yeah, she tried to redirect it. She had to account for Burus's presence at the net. And, just missed it. I tell you, it was an amazing scene here at the country club here where Johan Durant was inducted in the Hall of Fame last night. It was a packed house. The APTA did just a great job. Everybody here, he was, of course, the director here at the country club for 7 years or so, and he's moving on to do the Boston Pickleball Club now. But it was just a lot of, appreciation, love in the room. Great speeches all around by the organizers of the event, plus by Johan Durant. Sort of an inimitable style, it was just a great day, Lauren. Yeah, these are good points played by Prendergast and Zink, and they're going to isolate if they can. That Prendergast backhand, and Prendergast can hit a good forehand from high to low, but it's kind of a continental grip. If it's not high, she doesn't really stick it. She might be able to hit a little off-pace ball. The real issue is Zink can actually hurt them, but right now they're isolating Prendergast and then waiting for an opportunity to move Zink when she's a little out of position. There's the hard one that we were talking about.
That's just deadly.
Yeah, it's a
You
great
can't
shot.
hit a short lob. You cannot hit a short lob in this match.
And look, and this is right here. That's Prendergast and Zink if they're allowing that shot to happen, because it's just going to be hard for them to track that one down. And it's a smart play. If you have a person who's back in the box, or you think they're not able to catch up to it, quick enough, then it's just a great way to win points. So, really good tactical match, and believe me, Burus and Elliott don't take anything for granted. They have learned to be a great team. That's a really nice overhead there from Zink. So they're playing this, straight up. They're hitting it to the weak spots in the court, looking for their opportunities to attack, and that's perfect overhead there right in the crease. And And that's the big serve that we're talking about. Zink has
It's
a
moving.
howitzer.
It's moving when it hits on the when it hits the ground. You saw it. Zink was way off.
Oh, beauty. I love it.
All right.
Great forehand. Ooh, reach volley there from Burus. A little bit of a surprising miss. Didn't get her body behind it. Just sort of stuck her paddle out. So a couple of break points here for Prendergast Zink to get on the board.
There's the push serve.
Oh, too bad there. All right, one break point saved. Yeah, Prendergast can spot her forehand beautifully. It's not like a howitzer like Zink has, but she sort of pushes this flat ball. She can't hit as hard if you give it high to her, but it's yeah. See, that's 3 tough serves over there to Zink. She hasn't been able to hit a great return yet. Very challenging.
And that's going to make Zink think. Is she going to think, okay, should I try to let it go into the screen? Should I just try to block it back if I can't get a good swing at it? She's going to have to figure out what to do with it.
Yeah, it's a bit of a hopsy choice. She can just put it in play, but if they don't lob really well, eventually Burus and Elliott are going to find that hard rolling overhead, and the court coverage is going to be tough for him. So it's a bit of a hopsy choice, meaning
But
if she goes for it and misses, it's no good, right?
Yeah.
But if she just lobs it back, well, they're gonna have to find a way to make the pressure, and that's a good hold there from Burus. Elliott down 3-love, and it's time to talk about one of our sponsors.
Yep. Aon is so proud to be a title sponsor of the APTA Nationals. Aon exists to shape decisions for the better. We provide our clients with advice and risk and human capital solutions that give them the clarity and confidence to make better decisions to protect and grow their business. Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Yeah, it's such an apropos read there for Aon, because so much of paddle is just making decisions and reading the play, right? You know, in any number of points, you have to make 10 good decisions, maybe 15. And the top teams have to go through it all the time and situate. It's such a situational game as well. So, well thought out read there. They catch. That time Zink was actually backing up as soon as that serve goes in there. They're going to tee this up pretty good here. You see Zink's position is in the middle and back, and she's trying to cover more. And right now, I don't know that serving and staying in. See, again, it's these tough choices for Prendergast and Zink. She's trying to take more space to cut off more volleys, but being further away is also a little bit fraught with some danger. That's a right at the crease. I love that overhead. Oh, good lob.
Thought she was going to hit Zink there.
Yeah. Yeah, they're really finding that spot and moving her out of position. Oh, Zink just went for the tag because tough situations. To try to win the point. But so far, very few errors from Elliott and Burus, and just the athleticism on display. They know where they're trying to win their points. They've become so intentional, Burus and Elliott.
It's tough when you can't figure out how you're going to win your points.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the challenging serves, it's different. Like Lauren Zink's drive, you know, she doesn't play a ton, and she comes out here and plays nationals, and like I said, we've blown through the draw many times. It's an amazingly good drive. It is a howitzer, but you know, these serves are challenging, and both Prendergast and Zink have it, but they're the ability of Elliott and Burus to sort of take away the best weapons you know, for Prendergast and Zink, it's
Yeah.
right now it's tough. So you're right. It's how do we find the points to win if Burus and Elliott are going to play at this level and take away our best shots? And right now we're seeing that on display. I mean, it's a great match. There've been some great points, but you know, right now just not any results yet for Prendergast and Zink.
Yeah, now we have a word from our sponsor, Volley. Volley would like to thank the APTA, tournament host clubs, players, and pros for an amazing 2023-24 season. With over 1.3 million balls thrown this year, Volley creates a community to connect pros and players while giving users personalized performance insights to track progress and improve their game. Download the Volley app now by searching Volley Racket in your app store. For more information, visit getvolley.com. Get started. We'll see you all next season.
Yeah, that's great. You know, I've had a long career teaching, and it's been amazing. But I'm pretty sure I haven't gotten to 1.3 million balls fed yet. So it's pretty good by Volley, outstripping my 35-year career.
Yeah.
You know,
You've
just
been
in
around a
heartbeat.
lot longer than Volley, Brad.
Darn these machines and their AI capabilities. I've been around a lot longer than Volley, that's true. Just long.
Oh, too bad. Just missed.
Yeah, it's a great quick strike, but they're doing such a good job keeping Prendergast off the net by lobbing her back, and then the quick strike, and she can make that volley, but she's off the net, and it's just tough. And you have Burus blitzing in behind it, so it's just crushing balls right now. Such good play from Burus and Elliott. That's wide.
Yeah, missed it.
Yeah, and that's the first set there for Burus and Elliott. Be back in just a moment here on the APTA Network, presented by... Live from the Country Club, bringing you the 2024 APTA Boston Nationals, presented by My Paddle. And the first set goes to Burus and Elliott, 6-love, and a masterful performance against three-time national champions, Prendergast and Zink. I mean, it's tough. Do you see anything that Prendergast and Zink can do here to sort of stem the tide?
Well, they need the level to go down a little bit from Burus and Elliott, and if that happens, then maybe they can sort of find their way back in. But there's nothing they can't mount any sort of consistent strategy that's going to make an impression on Burus and Elliott, it seems like.
Yeah, at this point, yeah, that's the key, and that's actually the key and the mark that I'm seeing from Burus and Elliott right now that is so impressive is they're out here playing this match, and the intensity level, it's around a 16. Clearly they're the favorite team, but their intensity level is very much like we're on a mission here for this Nationals, and that's just 4 great points right there from them, and they just look completely dialed in. You
Yeah.
know, we're not going to waste any energy. We're going to be out here hitting the right shots every time. We're going to take our strikes, and they just look good. You know, they just look great.
They look excellent, and they're they're right. They're not taking. They know that they're playing multiple national champions in their opponents. They're not taking anything for granted, and they're going to have to play the quarters after this, and they want to be sharp.
Yeah, and you bring up a great point. We're going to be on all day. So for those of you at home who want to watch them paddle, we are going stacked back to back to back after this match. There's going to be men's round of 32 action, followed by women's quarter round action. We are going all the day, probably up until about 7 o'clock or so. So strap in for some great paddle. Oh, a little miscommunication there. Oh, wow. I mean, they are getting burned on a lot of these initial drives, so that theoretically you would say stay back. But when they're staying back and losing the net, Lauren, they're struggling, with the power overheads and just the firepower and athleticism right now. That's just an awesome volley there, from Zink. And a huge volley, but great pressure still from Burus and Burus and Elliott, and they're going to, keep coming. See out there, it's just a picture perfect day out here. Nice little sneaky move. She sees her off the net. Dink and blitz. Catches a little off guard. The firepower and then the touch.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, off a crease, serve right on the crease. She makes a flick lob. The air out of Prendergast. I mean, just great stuff.
Just as I was saying, if she could hit all her serves like that, they'd be okay. I was wrong.
Right, exactly. It's going to take more than just a serve right into the crease that makes me do a ballet flip.
15-12.
That's a great spotted for him, but still just volleyed back so well. Not able to get the point. Caught her off the right hip. Perfect spot to hit it. Just a great volley by Elliott. We're going to bail here. Oh, that's fortunate. There we go.
She almost had it too.
She was close.
30-15.
That's all it takes to win a point. Hit a perfect return down at their feet, and then hit a let cord winner.
As they retreat, right.
As they're retreating. Yeah, perfect. And she still almost got there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but these are the difference makers right now. It's that the inability to really be able to put pressure on with the returns. And I find that even against any team, that's one of the things that makes Burus and Elliott special. Their serving is probably more challenging than any other team in the country. It's harder. Teams are getting less looks and less drive winners against Burus Elliott right now than any other team.
Yeah, and so many teams, build around their returns and rely on their returns to get them ahead in the point, and that just doesn't happen against Burus and Elliott.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And so by taking away that giant weapon, it just leaves it hard. But so tell me a little, Lauren, about Santo Tequila.
Okay. Helmed by Sammy Hagar and Guy Fieri, Santo Agave Forward additive-free tequila is made for those who believe that life is best when it's lived out loud.
All right. I concur with that. Life
Yeah.
is best lived out loud. That's like a bumper sticker. I'm down. Getting her reaching a little as that dipping backhand drive. And you can see on display Burus Shakiro hitting the ball off both wings, playing with incredible confidence. And that's one of the few misses we've seen. 15 all. Shakiro takes a little off that return, tries to dip it low. And that's it. Oh, slides that wide off the top of the net. That would have gone in, but that's the top of the net.
And that just comes from just the relentless pressure and trying to make the shots too good. I mean, obviously, Cindy Prendergast will make that shot, 19 out of 20 times, but it's just all the pressure they're facing.
Yeah, that's a good redirect volley there from Zink, from Lauren Zink, but the guys are still in it, and they're so quick to recover. And they are just hammering drives, both sides. And it's, they're feeling confident, and it's not loose. Sometimes you get in a match and you're winning, you're up 6-love, 3-love, and you get a little loose. You take a silly shot, you make a mistake. They are playing just beautiful ball. And she feels bad about that one, but it's a nice play. And Prendergast she is about as good a sportsman and a person as there is out there.
That is for sure.
She's actually amazing. She's doing some incredible work and has done it over the years. She's helping out with the Racket Odyssey and all this other stuff. So, spread and paddle and the joys of the game across the country. There's that quick exchange and just bing, bang, boom. And Burus is on top of the net. Prendergast a little off. The guy who's closer in the exchange definitely has the advantage to get the ball down at him. They did a bunch of things here at Nationals as well. The APTA Cup prize money of $50,000 was awarded last night as well, paid to the top 6 men and women. And on the women's side, Elliott and Burus took the top prize, $7,500 each, followed by Zabori and Hanish at $3,500, and then Sikora and Morgan bring it up the rear. So some nice bonus money for a lot of these players here, and Burus and Elliott certainly have had just a tremendous season. And in the beginning, and they made some tactical changes and changes. In the beginning of the year, they lost, twice to, or they lost one stall to the Morgan Sikora, and then they lost to Hanish and Zabori a couple of times. And they've righted the ship. They've got a new strategy out there, and they have just been a steamroller in the second half of the season. Wide. No, it's good.
No, even that one in.
Yep. Oh, there's the howitzer.
I got her.
Catch her. She was on that one. It was a quick poach move there from Burus, and Zink was on it. She saw it early, took it early, and great shot. All right, so another one of our great sponsors, Fusion.
In collaboration with the APTA, Fusion is at the forefront of personalized gear and apparel. Backed by a team of seasoned industry experts, we provide exclusive access to high-end products from top-tier retail brands, all poised for customization with your club logo, team name, or corporate branding. Our streamlined approach guarantees a hassle-free shopping experience, complemented by custom online storefronts and swift ordering. Visit www.gearbyfusion.com and let Fusion seamlessly weave your branding into elite merchandise.
All right, Burus, Elliott, just take that first point there again with the relentless pressure from the return and the blitz. Forces Zink to go for more, and there, this is the volley, and there, just another great return. So 2 points on the match here. And as we mentioned, Lauren, it's right after this at 2 o'clock. We got men's round of 32 action, followed by women's quarters at 4 and 5:30. So matches only get better as we go along too. And this is actually highly entertaining.
Yep.
And in the sense of, and it was great to see like former national team out here still doing battle. And it's just a testament to how locked in Burus and Elliott are playing and how intentional they are and how focused they are. You know, they are all about business here. She missed that backhand, a little overhit, but they're just bringing bombs from all sides. And it's funny, only 2 teams from 15 years ago in 2009, Lauren, are still playing. When Nationals were in Cincinnati in 2009, they're still playing, and one of those teams is Prendergast and Zink. Durant Mitchell is the others. Yeah, so they've, you know, they're playing here 15 years ago. They played in 2009, so it's actually a cool thing to see. There's a bunch on the men's side, too, still playing in this draw. Mike Stulak, you know, Johan Durant, Drew Broderick, Scott Faltek, Ben McKnight, Juan Ryan, Stephen Mitchell, all 15 years ago, played in Cincinnati. On the women's side, Robin Fulton, Julian Klimos, Cindy Prendergast, and Lauren Zink. And
Harry Delmonico, Lauren Gebbia.
Yeah, they're all out there still doing battle. Oh, that cord. And a chance here for Prendergast and Zink. I want them to get this game here. Moral victory. A game point here. They had one other game point in this match, and it was early on when they were up 15-40 on the Elliott serve, but she was able to convert. Now she catches her.
Tried to get out of the way.
Yeah, but it was a beautifully spotted drive.
Yeah.
She, you know, has the backhand volley, classic, right? And she flips it over to the other side on her. And I think you're right. I think she at the end she was gonna looked like it might have been going into me, but all right. So deuce. First time they've been able to slow down some play a little. They're getting a little more better with the overhead, slowing them down enough. You know, and I still love it. And yet Burus and Elliott are still playing with poise, and I think she missed that one long. Yep, so Zink has a chance for a game here. On the board. And they're finding a way to slow it down a little and make some first volleys. This is huge. This is what the tempo needed to be. It's been right now a howitzer so far for Burus and Elliott. And they've been able to control the tempo. Here, look at that air she's putting on that ball. It allows them to get some time. So smart. And that's what they're going to have to keep doing. Otherwise, the game gets going too fast. Look at that. There's the athleticism we talk about. The faster they play, the better it's going to be for Burus and Elliott.
They just cover the court tremendously.
Yeah, and it's not a battle they can win. And if it comes down to, you know, athleticism and court coverage,
yeah,
Prendergast and Zink can't win that battle. You know, so it's just It's a tough tactical place to be in. And again, just, even though I think they played that point right,
Yep.
It's still just a lot of weapons out there for Burus and Elliott. But they are starting to see a way to start to slow it down slightly. And that's just another great return, followed with the blitz pressure behind. It's the return itself is just hard to get back, but when you know the blitz is coming, it's so hard. All right, match point here for Burus and Elliott. These are better paces. Yeah, that don't love. Oh, all right, Deuce, still in this thing. Never quit, never surrender.
No.
Just the blitz coming forward, and she's getting them off the net. The pressure's so intense that it just allows her to keep moving forward there. They're going to need to step up and volley down, but they can't. All right, match point again. Here's another blitz. Soft over her head, and that will do it. So Burus, Elliott, ways for you, Lauren?
I mean, look, I expected that there would be good points in this match, but Burus, they were going to overmatch their opponents. But and that's what we saw. They look locked in and they look tough. And watch out the rest of the field.
Yeah, I mean that's my takeaway from this too. I think Prendergast and Zink needed to find a way to slow that down. They started to get a little bit to it there in the last game, but it was, obviously too little too late against a team that is just locked in. My takeaway is how locked in Burus and Elliott were. No loose points in a place where they're going to win a match, and they could have thrown them in and still won the match, but they are so focused on this national and on playing the way they want to play throughout it. That very impressive stuff. Any final thoughts, Lauren?
No, just that, we have a lot of great paddle to come, and it's going to be a whole weekend of this, and stay tuned. We'll be back at 2 o'clock with a men's round of 32 match.
All right, that's a wrap from our women's round of 16.
Hi, my name is Macy Elliott, and my tip of the week is on your roller. A lot of times when I see people hit rollers, they tend to go over the ball because they want to bring it down and create more spin. But when you do that, you're actually going to create a lot of pressure on your elbow. So a lot of times when people get tennis elbow, it's from that. Instead, I want you to go straight up on the ball and pretend like you're going to finish all the way up with your knuckles to your ear. This upward motion will create more spin, and it will grab less of the ball than if you were to go over it. If you grab too much of the ball, you don't get as much spin and it's not quite as effective versus going straight up the back and finishing up by your ear. I'm Macy Elliott. Hope you enjoyed this tip of the week. I'll see you on the courts.
Every day, big decisions are made without full information, overloaded by data, compounded by complexity. Better decisions are made in the light, with clarity and confidence. Aon is in the business of better decisions.
What I love most about the volley machine is I can come down here and work on my game when I can't find friends.
Volley and I have been dating for several months now, and things are getting pretty serious.
My favorite thing about the volley trainer is to be able to work on the target, contact window, and tool all in my vision.
My favorite shot with the volley trainer is the push volley.
I really love the video feature of the volley machine. It has really helped me improve.
I know. I don't want you guys to ask about pronunciation. I know.